It was one of those raw, windy, dreary Monday afternoons in February when gloom settled over the land and seasonal depression was rampant. Court was not in session. The phone wasn't ringing. Petty criminals and other potential clients were busy elsewhere with no thoughts whatsoever of hiring lawyers. The occasional caller was more likely to be a man or woman still reeling from holiday overspending and seeking advice about unpaid credit card accounts. Those were quickly sent next door, or across the square, or anywhere. Jake was at his desk upstairs, making little progress with the stack of paperwork he'd been neglecting for weeks, even months. With no court or hearing scheduled for days, it should have been a good time to catch up with the old stuff. The fish files that every lawyer had for some reason said yes to a year ago and now just wanted to go away. The upside of a small-town law practice, especially in your hometown, was that everyone knew your name, and that was what you wanted. It was important to be well thought of and well-liked, with a good reputation. When your neighbors got in trouble, you wanted to be the man they called. The downside was that their cases were always mundane and rarely profitable, but you couldn't say no. The gossip was fierce and unrelenting, and a lawyer who turned his back on his friends would not last long. His funk was interrupted when Alicia, his current part-time secretary, chimed in through his desk phone. "Jake, there's a couple here to see you." A couple. Married, but wanting to get unmarried. Another cheap divorce. He glanced at his daily planner, though he knew there was nothing. "Do they have an appointment?" he asked, but only to remind Alicia that she shouldn't be bothering him with the foot traffic. "No, but they're very nice, and they say it's really urgent. They're not going away, said it wouldn't take but a few minutes." Jake loathed being bullied in his own office. On a busier day, he would take a stand and get rid of them. "Do they appear to have any money?" The answer was always no. "Well, they do seem rather affluent." "Affluent?" "In Ford County." Somewhat intriguing. Alicia continued. "They're from Memphis and just passing through, but again, they say it's very important." "Any idea what it is?" "No." "Well, it wouldn't be a divorce if they lived in Memphis." He ran through a list of possibilities. Grandma's will, some old family land, maybe a kid busted for drugs over at Ole Miss. Since he was bored and mildly curious and needed an excuse to avoid the paperwork, he asked, "Did you tell them that I'm tied up in a settlement conference call with a dozen lawyers?" "No." "Did you tell them I'm due in federal court over in Oxford and can only spare a moment or two?" "No." "Did you tell them that I'm slammed with other appointments?" "No. It's pretty obvious the place is empty and the phone isn't ringing." "Where are you?" "I'm in the kitchen, so I can talk." Okay. Make some fresh coffee and put him in the conference room. I'll be down in 10 minutes.